song that's gonna fake you out in the middle, isn't it?
I'm fading it for a reason, so they can hear.
Oh,
Ian.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
It sounded like It sounded like we were fading it out. We're back. Don't worry. I've seen Maiden in concert. That kazoo is better. Fear of the bus, the bus, fear of the bus, fear of the bus, fear of the bus. Fear of the bus, fear of the bus, fear of the bus, fear of the bus, fear of the bus. You know what, Maiden?
It doesn't work if you're only one.
Maybe your mind is playing tricks, your sense and suddenly I fix on dancing shadows from behind the bus. Fear of the bus. I have a constant fear. It's always there. Fear of the bus. Fear of the bus. Phobia that someone's always there. Fear of the bus. Fear of the bus. Constant fear. It's always there. Fear of the bus. Fear of the bus. Phobia that someone's always there.
Spoiler.
Hail Satan!
Hail Satan! Hail Satan! Hail Satan!
Hail you on half-inflated daughter. Did you say half-flated?
Oh, come on, who wouldn't finish that job? That's just cold.
Well, we are now.
Hello.
Ooh. I'm not actually feeling that tired, but my shoulders are sore. I
Understandably.
think that
All
calls
right.
for a Graham's.
That sounds like a Graham job to me.
I'll get on that.
People are campaigning for me to be president with the kazoo.
President.
I'm vice president.
Better,
Yes.
better than many of the options out there. I would
Just being
vote
president has
Kazoo
health
rather
options.
than Palin or Bachman.
Oh, soon, fellow stalker.
I don't know when you listen.
Wait, how soon?
Oh my god. Is this an essay?
No,
What?
this is Fiddler on the Roof,
Oh, okay, I thought this was like the Ayn Rand speech.
but with the Shoggoth, right? It's the Shoggoth on the roof.
I didn't know it was Fiddler on the Roof.
I told you, yeah. All right.
Come rub my shoulders while you do this challenge.
All right. I'm gonna need a lot of backup on this.
No, Shoggoth lets you go mad for you.
I need to
A Shoggoth on the roof?
Sounds crazy.
Sounds crazy. No, certifiably insane. But here at our little village of Arkham, Massachusetts, you might say that every one of us has a Shoggoth on the roof. I'm not speaking metaphorically. It's not easy having a malevolent, shapeless monster like that hanging over your head, but there it is. Arkham is the home to many strange things. A big monster like that on such a pointy roof, you may ask, how does it stay up there if it's so difficult? That I can tell you in one word. Tentacles! 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 Here in Arkham, tentacles get into everything eventually. Changeless led us haunted Arkham, where the clustering gamble roofs sway and sag over attics, where witches hide from the king's men in dark olden days of the province. Well, the king is gone, the witches are still here, and the cultists, the monsters, and the regular folks just trying not to notice. We try not to think of the scariest one, the giant, half-dragon, half-octopus, half-humanoid, great old one himself, Cthulhu, waiting to return from his city beneath the sea. Who day and night must slumber and run, waving tentacles and having nasty dreams. Who must the master of relay, drive many insane. Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Tentacles! Cthulhu! Cthulhu! Tentacles! All day to raise relay Cthulhu's way. Who must live in ignorance until the day they find they've read too many nasty books. The cultists! The cultists! Tentacles! The cultists! The cultists! Tentacles! I started growing gills and swimming in the sea, and soon I'll know the wonder of the sunken city. The deep ones, the deep ones, tentacles, the deep ones, the deep ones, tentacles. Always the last to know, who fills the air with cries, whose sanity is blasted, and then who usually dies. The victims, the victims, tentacles, the victims, the victims, tentacles. Who day and night must slumber. Whoa, that's the chorus part. There's no way we can do this part. It's fine. Tentacles! We have the shoe factory and the brickworks, the wonderful insane asylum we're all mighty proud of, but the heart of the town is the Mystotonic University. It may not be the biggest school in New England, but there's no finer place in the world to study medieval metaphysics. It's my honor to be its head librarian. You'll see many folks from the university as you walk through Arkham's streets, and in our small community, we've all had some special types as well. For instance, Herbert West, the mad scientist.
Those small-minded doctors have needlessly and irrationally delayed me in supremely great work. The reanimation of dead tissue is within my grasp!
But your perverse experiments are the vagary of demented maniacs and cannot be allowed to continue. Your request for the use of human cadavers is completely denied.
I warn you, Dr. Helsley, you will regret this decision.
And Randolph Carter, the writer, with weird dreams who keeps showing up everywhere.
I repeat to you, gentlemen, that the Inquisition is fruitless. Question me if you want. I do not want to become whatever Harvey wants.
Carter, there's a telephone call for you.
Oh, Edmund Marsh, the cursed old man from nearby Innsmouth.
What are you looking at? What do you think I'm ugly? I'll be showing you ugly.
Die. No, seriously, die.
Then are the others in Arkham. Some live here, some of them just visit. They head a local cult, some kind of horrible monster. I don't even want to know what it is. We normal folks just look the other way and try not to lose our minds. And amongst ourselves, we get along just fine. Well, of course, there's some think that the magical elder sign is shaped like a star, and some who think it's shaped more like a tree, but that's all settled now. Now we just try to...
It's shaped like a star with a little flame inside it.
It's shaped like a tree! It's got
I'm telling you, it's a star!
I'm telling you it's a star!
Use the star one and you'll be fighting off the old ones with your bare hands.
Star! Tree!
Tentacles! 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 Like I said, you cannot live in Arkham without coping with the Shoggoth on the roof. Let me get that for you. Now get your shoulders for real.
That is the most anti-Semitic H.P. Lovecraft musical I've ever heard.
I don't know.
Which is saying quite a bit for H.P. Lovecraft.
Hey-oh.
Whereabouts?
I really did think they said we have a Jew factory. What?
Shoe factory.
No, I know. I had to read it. I'm like, what did you just say? Oh, a shoe factory. Oh God.
Just reminds.
Can you find, I Will Follow You Into the Dark?
I'm a vampire nighthawk and completely overpowered. Yes, and some buggers put a skull clamp on me. What now? Oh.
I'm assuming you Death Cab for Cutie.
Yes.
Okay.
And if you can find the lyrics and replace Into the Dark with Onto the Bus and throw them up on the main monitor, that'd be great.
Pigeon Grenade, I'm so glad we've been entertaining you while you're homesick.
Yeah.
Yay!
Jor Boldong.
Bulldog!
So, Graham, do you know where that giant Reese cup upstairs came from?
No, no idea.
Canadian.
Where?
Who?
It was a gift from someone to Jer.
It was from Liz and Beth.
Yes.
When they arrived, they apparently, I believe one of them stopped at where they sell them here in Canada. They are Canadian. And I think somebody had mentioned Canadian Tire as being the one who carries them because they're a limited edition thing.
Well,
Did
so
that
it's
pull them
Jared's.
off a rack on the
Yeah,
wall?
they're
Alright.
back in the wall.
It does look to be about the size of an Austin mini wheel.
I'm glad I asked before I ate the whole thing.
My face!
You didn't accidentally.
No, I actually no, I
Pizza the
didn't.
size.
It was highly intentional.
Could you see what the caloric content of that thing is?
No.
It's just like nope, not
So
even.
onto the bus.
The caloric
I'm
content of
curious.
my face.
Yeah.
To be fair, if you ate anything that was enlarged proportionally that much, it would probably be pretty bad for you.
Yeah. Like that's
Just
why
like-
I kind of think you slice it like a pie.
It's like, look, here's like a candy bar the size of a fire log.
So, I think we should all sing this. We're all singing this to Kathleen.
What is it?
I Will Follow You Onto the Bus. It's kind of a dark song, to be perfectly honest, but...
Well, it's got that line about
Oh, yeah.
from Beijing.
Are we doing another challenge soon? Like another,
Challenge opening.
no, not challenge opening, I mean like a $5 challenge.
Well, we're going to do an auction in a second.
Ooh, even better.
That's how you shake the money maker.
Oh, God.
That song just reminded me of that horrible time we played Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, jeez. That was the
Can I
best.
help you?
Yes.
They were in the best games of Call of Cthulhu.
Oh, I ruined the best games of Call of Cthulhu.
All right.
I love players like you.
Do it.
I'm a German spy during World War II.
And dead.
Eventually, yes.
After years of planning and research, I have finally perfected my terrible Nazi accent.
What was my name again?
Oh, sorry, that's next week's Unskippable.
You were Dr. Joe Washington, I think it
Yes,
was.
Dr. Joe Washington. from Vermont.
Hellbent Revenge, after 3 years, they're finally doing my challenge.
Is
We're not very good at doing challenges, I admit, but this might be one of our worst in that case.
Is that why your username is Hellbent Revenge?
It was, I think my favorite, sorry, it's, next week's Unskippable is Captain America, and there's an extended sequence with a guy with a Nazi accent, which is different from a German accent, we determined.
There's. Okay, thanks.
And, spoilers, Dr. Graham, yeah. It's my favorite is when he's doing the narration about, they said my research, or they thought their research was useless, whatever. They thought their research was useless. They are fools. To which I respond, come, laugh at the fools. Ha ha ha. Yes, exactly. All right.
We're no longer showing up on the roof for the overlay.
I want romance from you, Graham.
Okay. What, like this?
Creepy romance.
No.
Oh,
Should we all leave?
in general?
Yeah, well, because you're doing a Death Cab song.
Oh, okay. Well, everyone is doing
I'm going to pretend you're the only one.
Is that good to everybody?
I'll do postal service
As long as everyone's quiet.
it. How are your arms doing?
I feel much better now, thank you.
Good. So much caramel dancing.
Love of mine, someday you